everyone, Adrienne here. So today I'm back with another exciting absinthe review. So this review I'm particularly excited about, not only because I am reviewing the product of an American-based, woman-owned absinthe brand, but also because this is truly an innovative part of the absinthe category, which I really appreciate. So if you were to tell me, I don't know, like a few years ago that someone would put out a naturally colored Absinthe Bleue on the market, I would have been like, no way. So what do I mean by that? I have seen a lot of faux absinthes or fake scents or crap scents out there on the market that are very obviously artificially colored, like neon blue or electric blue, which is a little bit too shocking for me. I'm so sorry. That was so dumb, but I just had to get it in there. But, you know, very obnoxiously colored neon blue, electric blue, colors that should not naturally exist when it comes to absinthe. However, I am very excited to present to you today the first naturally colored Absinthe Bleue on the market. So this isn't your typical, like, blanche absinthe that has the nickname of a La Bleue kind of absinthe, but this is an actual legitimate blue absinthe. This is amazing, and this is the Absinthe Bleue by Absinthia's Bottled Spirits. Absinthia was very kind to send this to me to review. I'm really excited to try it. And again, I am thrilled to finally have a naturally colored Absinthe Bleue on the market, like an actual see with my eyeballs that it is blue. This is really cool. You know, before I get into it, I really just want to emphasize how beautiful the packaging is. I really love that she has included this beautiful, like, wormwood artwork kind of like painted or embossed onto the bottle. And I love the label. Like, it really differs from her other labels from the rest of her line of her brand. This is beautiful, and I'm so excited to try this out and to see how it louches, like, in person. It's going to be great. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit about La Bleue. Welcome to the world of Absinthia Absinthe Bleue, where tradition meets innovation in a truly mesmerizing way. Crafted in the heart of California, this one-of-a-kind absinthe is steeped in history, natural wonders, and artisanal excellence. At the core of Absinthia Absinthe Bleue lies the captivating butterfly pea flower, known for its mesmerizing color-changing properties. This botanical marvel goes by its Latin name Clitoria ternatea, and it thrives in various tropical regions, including Southeast Asia and parts of Australia. Beyond its enchanting appearance, this flower carries numerous health benefits thanks to its rich content of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. Okay, interesting. Absinthia Absinthe Bleue undergoes a metamorphosis like no other. When you add water to this elixir, the magic unfolds before your eyes. Watch as the cobalt blue liquid transforms into a mesmerizing opalescent blue louche, reminiscent of the mythical green fairy's Danse. It's a truly extraordinary experience that pays homage to the vintage Swiss recipes that inspire our creation. Absinthia Absinthe Bleue is a true invention and also a play on words. While blue typically refers to clear absinthe in the world of traditional absinthe, our Absinthe Bleue is strikingly different. It's actually blue, naturally hued by the butterfly pea flower. We're rewriting the rulebook on what absinthe can be, bringing you a modern twist on a classic favorite that's both exquisite in taste and visually mesmerizing. Okay, so needless to say, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm really interested to see what the butterfly pea flower adds to the absinthe flavor-wise, but I have a feeling it will complement the herbal and floral flavor profile fairly well. That's just a shot in the dark there, but we'll see how it goes. Honestly, the nickname that I want to give this is the True Bleue, because not only is it blue to your eyeballs when you look at it, like in its pure form, which is absolutely stunning. I'm so excited to see how this will louche, but also it's naturally colored. It's naturally colored blue. It's not artificially colored blue, and I'm so excited about this. You have no idea. All right, so now comes the fun part where I'm going to reposition the camera and we're going to get a closer look at Absinthia Bleue and see what's up. We are going to be using a traditional Pontalier style glass here, and unfortunately my fountain is out of commission. I'm really sorry about that, but it is currently being repaired by the lovely people over at Maison Absinthe. Thank you so much to Botanicals for repairing it for me. I really appreciate it. You are the best. Can't thank you enough for your generosity, so shout out to you. You're amazing. Anyway, let's go ahead and proceed to the review. All right, everyone, we are going to take a pour of our beautiful Absinthe Bleue here by Absinthia. Very excited to see what this is going to look like once again. And I specifically chose this style of glass just so you could see as much as possible of what's going on here. So, ooh, okay. That smells really nice. That smells like a classic absinthe, but there's a really nice like floral overtone to it. That's what I'm getting so far, but of course things could change. And in case I neglected to mention it, this is 55% alcohol. Wow. Oh my god. That is beautiful. Okay, so here's the thing. It is showing up a little darker on camera than it is appearing in real life. However, oh my god, this is beautiful. It looks like a sapphire. That is so pretty. As far as appearance is concerned, I'm gonna go ahead and give this 5 stars because it's crystal clear, it's absolutely beautiful, the color is so rich and vibrant, and I also do not see any traces of sediment, which is incredibly reassuring. So appearance, 5 stars. I am giving it the rare 5 stars. And it's definitely unusual and jewel-like, and again, innovative. And I just want to say, if this were artificially colored, I would not rate it as well. But the fact it is naturally colored and it looks this beautiful really speaks volumes to me. So 5 stars for appearance. Where's my little absinthe book? I must go and find you. All right, I am going to get my little balancier so that we can prepare this beautiful, beautiful blue absinthe. And unfortunately, I am using my balancier, not my fountain, because, again, my fountain is being repaired, but hopefully I should be getting it back soon. Okay, let's go ahead and louche this beautiful, beautiful absinthe. Okay, I'm seeing immediate cloudiness. That's very promising. Oh my god, that is so beautiful! It's almost fully louched already! Wow! So that tells me that there is a lot of botanical content in here, which is very promising. And let me tell you something, an absinthe that is artificially colored around this range of the color wheel would definitely not louche this beautifully. I will tell you that much. Wow, and it is just perfuming the air so beautifully, guys. You have no idea. Okay, just to be conservative, I will go ahead and call it here. As for the louche, it is so brilliant. It is so beautiful. I've never seen a louche like this. And the fact that it louched so instantaneously like that tells me that there is a lot of botanical content in here. I also am not sure how much the butterfly pea flower is contributing to the louche, but I'm sure it does contribute some. I'm sure there are some oils present in that botanical. But yeah, lots of botanical content. This looks gorgeous. I'm so excited to try this. There's very obviously the base color of blue here, but there is also some beautiful tendrils of white, and there is some little hints of purple kind of dispersed throughout. It's really, really nice. So louche, I'm going to go ahead and give this like 5 stars. This is a fascinating, beautiful, multi-dimensional louche to look at. All right, so we're going to reposition the camera and we're going to evaluate the aroma, the flavor, and the mouthfeel and give our final thoughts. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so now we are getting ready to try this beautiful Absinthe Bleue by Absinthia's Bottled Spirits. I'm very excited to see how this is going to be, so let's go ahead and evaluate the aroma and see what's up. Ooh. So now that it has had a chance to louche, it definitely has a slightly different characteristic than what I was expecting. So I was expecting it to have more of like a floral kind of overtone sitting on top of the anise, fennel, and wormwood. So I'm definitely getting some good wormwood notes in here, which is very promising. So it has that lovely dry kind of minty flavor that you get from the wormwood. It has that prominent anise and the fennel happening there. And it has that floral aspect, but it also has like a little bit of like a nutty aroma, which is really, really interesting. So for aroma, I'm going to give it 4 stars. It definitely has traditional characteristics that I would expect from a traditionally crafted absinthe, but it has a little extra kind of like accompanying it, if that makes sense. So yeah, for aroma, I'm going to give it 4 stars. All right, now we're going to evaluate the flavor of Absinthia Absinthe Bleue. So as always, santé and please drink responsibly. It's definitely more floral in flavor than it is in aroma. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Whoa. Okay. That is really, really good. Like, this really reminds me of the Purple Haze Absinthe by the Star Whiskey Distillery, which I really, really enjoyed. It was obviously naturally colored because of the hibiscus that was used during the coloration process, which again is technically traditional, but the purple color, not necessarily traditional, but it's still very good. And it had like a Turkish delight thing happening at the aftertaste of it that I really, really enjoyed. There's something similar happening here, but it's just a little bit more botanical. It has a little bit more of a botanical punch in the face that I really like. It has a little bit of nuttiness too happening along with the anise, fennel, and wormwood, but there's like a nutty component to it. Maybe it's nutty or earthy. Maybe that's the better way to describe it. And then it kind of like caresses you with that nice like floral aftertaste. So this is a very, very interesting product, and I can see this being really good in cocktails. Especially if you want to add some fun colors to your cocktails. I can see this being really good. Like, okay, yes, this would be fantastic actually in a necromancer and add a really cool color to it. So maybe that's what I'll do later. We'll see. So for flavor, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. While it has all of the traditional components that make up a good absinthe, it's not like mind-blowing necessarily, but it's really, really good, and it has a lot of really interesting things happening for it. I think I like it just a little bit better than the Absinthia Bleue personally, but that's just me. But I really, really like this. This is so interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Kenny thinks of it. So flavor, I would give it 4.5 stars. While it's really good and really interesting and has a lot of like dimension happening with it, it's not necessarily my absolute favorite, but that's totally fine. You know, things don't necessarily have to fit my standards in order to be a good absinthe, but I really like it. But the mouthfeel is actually really nice and silky, and it definitely leaves me wanting to go in for more. Like, I really like that. The consistency on that is really nice. So for mouthfeel, I'm going to give that 4.5 stars. All right, so now time to bring the amateur in here, aka my husband Kenny, who doesn't like absinthe, and see what he thinks. Hey honey, this is the Absinthia Bleue.
It's got that absinthe smell. Not the color, but you know, obviously I knew that was the case. It's blue. I got more of a mouthful than I originally intended. So it definitely has that absinthe taste. So even with the different color, it doesn't seem to taste different because of the color. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's good. It only gave me a little bit of the cough. You know, when you drink alcohol, you know, a stronger alcohol, and you go.
This is only 55%.
Yeah, well, that's still stronger than if I was, you know, having a beer.
But also there's water in here.
It's still stronger than if it was a beer.
Okay.
It's got a pleasant aftertaste.
Kind of flowery.
Yeah. It's still here in the mouth. Again, I did get a bigger mouthful than usual. I can feel it, that tingle on the tongue. Would I go out of my way for it? No, but that's
not necessarily.
You know, absinthe. That's how it is with me. I would say that I like this maybe better than half the absinthe that I've had. So I would mean this is, for me, I guess that's above average.
Okay.
For me.
Okay. As a beginner, as someone who does not like absinthe.
Yeah. So as someone who does not like absinthe, this is in the top 50%.
Okay.
I would say top 40 maybe.
Okay.
Not that I've had 100, obviously. Top 40%. I like this more than half of the stuff I've had in the past, but not nearly as good as like the Absinthe that I really like. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, I know you really like that one, but that's specifically because it doesn't have as much anise flavor, so that's why you like it.
Yeah. Even the little burp I just had now, I could taste that absinthe in the burp. And, no, that's very, very tolerable absinthe.
Tolerable and pleasant. Okay.
Yes, I would say that.
So the source of the color here is a flower called butterfly pea flower. So that's what is giving it its beautiful blue color.
Well, okay then. All right. Well, there you go. There you have it. What I think of it.
So you would have this again? I'd
have that again, yeah. I'd have that again.
Okay. Well, thank you for your input. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, I guess I get a kissy though. You can't get me on camera for free.
I mean, you didn't have to come on camera. You came on camera of your own volition, because usually you're off camera when you come in to give your opinion.
Yeah. Well, either way, I had to get painted somehow. Love you.
Love you too. Okay, so from a beginner / someone who does not usually enjoy absinthe, he said, yes, I would drink this again, so that's definitely a good thing. So do with that information what you will. I personally really enjoy it. This is definitely a new and interesting product on the market, and again, I'm so excited to have a differently colored absinthe that is not artificially colored. I'm absolutely thrilled about that, and you can tell that Absinthia definitely cares about her products, and it really shows through in her work. So I think I'm going to scurry off and enjoy the rest of this beautiful glass of absinthe. Girl, you were being so fussy while I was louching that absinthe. What's going on, honey? Huh? You want to tell YouTube what's going on? You were being so fussy. And she knows it too. See, what was happening earlier is that Kenny walked into the kitchen while I was preparing my absinthe, and she thought it was time for wet food, but, you know, she wouldn't let it go. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you had fun and learned something. And if you're interested in picking up a bottle of Absinthia Bleue, then I will leave a link in the description below. And there she goes. And so, again, if you guys are interested, there is a link for you to check that out. But for now, I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much to my patrons for your support every single month. I really, really appreciate it. You're the best. And to everyone else, you're amazing. I love you. And I will see you guys later.